Hello everyone, and welcome back to Fableheim, an Age of Wonders, or Grand Empress Shek'zeer continues her domination of Pandaria. Now, before we get too far into this, I'd like to just state I am on the 1.2 beta. Apparently, following the 1.1 hotfix patch, there have been a lot of issues with like soft locks and games crashing. So if you are playing on Steam, you can opt into the open beta through the properties betas open beta. And this is the patch that the developers are working on to release to everybody that will hopefully fix a lot of the instability. And I already noticed a difference. Now, I was not experiencing any of this crashing or soft locking, but I did have very laggy end turn times, and apparently that's being caused by the AI. So this patch is coming. For now, it's on the beta. And the bells toll. The city guards of the Heart of Fear bring before you a bedraggled man, accused of sowing panic with his stories of impending doom. The mist will come, Shek'zeer fear ascendant. He speaks with terror in his eyes. They spread from the fields, creep through the cracks in your city walls, and then, whoosh, everyone is gone. Stolen by the Fey. The man stares into space until he takes out a broken, accurate crown. This, he yells with shaking his fist, is all that remains of my kingdom. Ah, lesser, inferior goat! Tell me of this threat. So this is the Toll of Seasons, and apparently it's triggering in 6 turns. This is very early. Turn 33. But, hey, that happened eventually. Now, a slight change, well, okay. I've been besieged by this. A slight change is that I have renamed this city of, was it Dawn Landing River, to Corvus. This is one of the Kapari towers in the Dread Waste, Kapari trees that towered over the Dread Race, and these were the sources of, largely the source, of the Kiparite ember that the Mantids used to fund, create everything. Why am I being besieged on all fronts? I mean, I realize Varian doesn't like me, but we're not at war yet. Gee, Manetly. Well, since it's like this, I am going to take the pacification. Now, I am not particularly interested in dealing with inferior creatures, but if they wish to grovel before the Mantid, who am I to say no? Who am I to say no? We are also preparing for war with High King Varian Rin, which is actually quite appropriate. You might think it's bizarre that Varian is the first one declaring war, and to be honest, it is kind of, sort of. But the Alliance and the Horde were the ones that went out into the Dread Waste to combat the efforts of the Mantid. Now it's time for our third hero, and I am going to get one. And as you may have surmised from my speaking already, I'm not allowed to get anybody who's not a Mantid. But, big but, I was reminded of the actual lore of the Mantid, which is a little more complicated than they were just created by the old gods. Of course, as everything is. Ooh, hello. Sweet. Sweet Materium Adept. The Mantid were descendants of the Akir, which were the ones that were created by the old gods. So this, we can think of the Umbral Thralls, this Tyra Overseer, as an ancient Akir. From the Akir, those who stayed with Cthulhu became the Kiraji, those who sought out the prison of Yogg-Saron became the Nerubians, and those who fled to the south near the decaying vestiges of Yasharaj became the Mantid. So in a way, we are going to consider this Umbral Thrall as a creature like us. Now, I do have the Helm of the Warrior, so we will give her the Life Drinker. She also is already influenced by Gloom Striders, so that's pretty cool. Unfortunately, she won't be affected by any of our other transformations, but it's not like we're going to do any crazy transformations, so that's not really a part of our plan. Now she came in as an archer, I'm going to reset her skills and change this to something useful. Like, I don't know. Demon Step. Well, I could have gone Holy Retribution. That was buffed. And we are doing, you know, shenanigans. I believe it does one more, so it does 6 damage when it retaliates. I might as well give this to you, whatever. And it also has a chance to conflict Condemned. Or does inflict Condemned. Also, my city can't be sieged. That's a little unfortunate. Boom. 5 Materium. Which I actually think is quite appropriate. Did I say Garrosh just died? I know who Garrosh is fighting. And it's so appropriate. Rivalry ended. He's a little busy, I think. Methinks Garrosh is a little busy. The Heart of Fear is besieged. Now what we could do is I could Phantasmal this, but I'm not really that friend, I don't think. So what I'll do instead is I'm going to summon a Zealot. See if we can get out of this real quick. Of course we can't. Why would we be able to? This is a tier 4 after all. I should put some respect on its name. Just a little bit. These Stone Spirits did come from the event, the end of the Convocation of Stars, or whatever it was called. And it really just reminded me that I really enjoy those cosmic events. They're so fun. Now, if you're not into those, if you're not interested in the randomness, because they can be quite devastating, then you can completely disable them. I probably will just keep using them, but if you know, whatever floats your boat, you do you. That's the beauty of options. Everyone gets to do what everyone wants to. Big fan. I think I am going to go ahead and use Inspiring Chant. Everyone should have Zeal here. Yeah, remove that weaken. And, time to smack a bitch. 18, guess what? The wolf is slowed. You know what that means? That's right! No retaliations. Now the, go here, sure. Then we'll turn around. And then we'll do this to try and immobilize them. I think we got one. It actually kind of makes sense that we are using the Stone Spirits. Even though, again, Manted Supremacy and all that. There were creatures. Now, I don't mean this to insult them. Did I do this? Sure. There were creatures called the Kun Chong. And they were like mutated mantids. And they were living siege weapons the size of skyscrapers. So these sort of like living creatures. Living... I mean, I guess, like I said, they were living mantids. So they weren't like a construct or an elemental or anything. But the idea of using something like the Stone Spirit is not foreign to the mantids. Is what I was trying to go with that. So it does kind of make sense in a weird roundabout way. Hey, look, he's still slowed. And now he's constricted? Ugh. Not a chance. Not a chance. Cool. The reason, of course, we did that is because when the city is being besieged, it produces, is it 50% less resources? It's pretty bad. And that is unacceptable for our capital city. Especially when it's a siege that can be resolved. Now, the real question is... where do I go? Where do we go now? Wow, wow. I hope I can reach that in time still. We, of course, wish to remain in our domain. My army is trespassing. Blinty boy, you know I don't mean it. You know I don't mean it, Blinty boy. I probably should have taken a look at our diplomatic situation. The TLDR is that I'm actually kind of friends with Blint. Look at him. He's on an eagle. He's glorious going for this wonder. I did not give him Wonder Architects this time. I believe that is one of his starting traits with default. Default Blinty boy. That's right, he has Manor Lords. Excuse me, Banner Lords. I wonder if that's any good with the new system. At least I kind of know where the final character is. She's... Ooh, no spoilers. The final character is kind of over on the west. Aw, I just walked over a level up. Well, it's not like I'm going over here anyway. Oh, well. So I have a dragon over here. I think I can make this because the you are flying. There you go. We also got some knowledge for that. Maybe I should go kill this one. We can wait a turn here. Get the spear to join me. How are you doing? What's up? This is Yulon's territory. I expect Yulon is not going to like me. Corvus has just constructed his bathhouse. It's slowly growing more stable. I also heard that the boosting of tier 1 units is apparently like a cheese strategy in multiplayer, where you just... Don't I do that? Not really. Give me plus 15 knowledge. Where you just like fully build up the forge and then go smithing guild and then just spam out tier 4 or tier 5 units. Even though they're garbage units, but the boosts are so good. That's fun. Taunted? Why would you have taunt on a... Interesting. Rivalry between the Calaxy and Blint. You'll love to see it. Now, as a reminder, Garrosh has crossed Yulon. Shocker. As a reminder, I am not allowed to do diplomacy with the Calaxy. Good old core. And I would declare rivalry if I wasn't broke. You think befriending Dawnspear will help you? Moira can be mad. She's number 1 right now, actually. But she can still be mad. I think it's time we pop this deep knowledge ritual. I don't know why the book reset. Could you hear that sound in the background every time the AI took a turn? Uh-oh. Well, we knew this was happening. But where did you... Everyone has their limits. Even those who aim for peace. And you have just crossed the line. Grand Empress Shek'zeer, fair ascendant, prepare for battle. I like how his reasoning was, I'm planning to cast all rulers into the Astral Void fabricated. Spoiler alert, Varian. That's not fabricated. Also, if you noticed down here in the bottom right with the artifacting, Blint joined me. By golly gee, Blinty boy. Oh, he wants me to answer a call. We're at war with Yulon. This is still an unjust... Hold on. Give me a second. We have to make some quick changes here. Oof. Okay. Okay. I have 2 turns, right, Blint? I want to accept this. 2 turns. Okay. So. I'm not going to make it. If I could become good, it's 5 points to forgive. So if I go to here, forgive, I'm minus 10. And then if I go, who else insulted me? Forgive. We're neutral. Neutral makes it so she doesn't have the Relentless Crusader proc. So now I can answer the war. And I can accept. Oh, okay. We did it. Now the main thing there was just not accepting the war while it was unjust. And don't get me wrong, the Mantid don't give a shite about your morality. But I don't want any Imperium penalties. So, yeah. I'm playing on normal world difficulty, by the way. Why am I dying? Why is everything so painful? Oh, yeah, great. You know what I love doing? I love summoning a, It's fine. We can Mending Awaken these guys. I really don't like the Battle Mage Awaken state. I believe they used to have +1 range. Well, I believe they used to have +1 range, but they nerfed it to being distracted. And I don't like that. Well. What else do we have going for us? I can make a tentacle. I screwed up. Turn this after I summon the Emerald Demon, which is a Direcaster. Cool. The Direcaster, a tier 4 Battle Mage. He deals more damage to units that are isolated, like that thing. But at the end of the day, I guess it doesn't really matter. What do we want to do here? What are we even fighting? I don't know. Skeletons. Madness. So what I could do is I could just go all in on this guy, which I guess is what the plan is. Man, I really wanted AoE. I was really feeling the AoE. But hey, I killed the dragon. So that's fun. And I'll go stand here. Okay. Fair enough. Now, I am doing a little bit of an archer build. As far as I'm aware, the Mantid did not have archers, but they did have, you know, ranged people. So, it's more of a high culture thing than it is a Mantid thing. Well, that wasn't very useful, was it? Long range quick reflexes obscured by unit. Stone Awakening. Cool. I need to get Contra Tentacle. Excuse me, Manifest Tentacle. On good old Shek'zeer. Well, I have two insane characters fighting each other, and now they're both about to get exploded. I'd love to see it. By the way, that's why the Awakener is so good. I want lots of Awakeners. They're also lore appropriate, because the Mantid had, they called it Amber Weavers. Basically, they were spellcasters that would, like, weave the amber, hence why I called them that. And meld it to their desires. I actually debated going Tome of Alchemy because of that. Yulon has expanded in a very awkward position. The scout is also very far in enemy territory. Good luck. May the dark gods bless you. Okay, I think we have everything we want from the Tome of Winds, right? We got Secret Arrows, we got Zephyr Archer. The rest of this is irrelevant. Favorable Winds is okay, it's cute. Abducting Cyclone's also okay, it's a stun. But we're going to grab Retaliating Growth. That's more of a late game thing, I think. It'll be very, very useful. I wish I had just a little bit more money. But it is what it is. About to get another Awakener. You'll love to see it. I think you need to expand onto a farm. You need a forester is what you need. Okay. Gwendolyn has leveled up. See, she can get a tentacle. That means she has 3 summons. War between Yulon and Blint. We knew that one. We recalled it to that one. Daniel's crossed you, but why? Why do I care? Blint has returned. You love to see it. I am now neutral. But don't worry. That won't be the case for long. Corvus needs help. My plan is to bonk this and then kind of move towards Corvus. So this corner is mine. This is my corner. I own it. Oh. Okay. Interesting. Do I need to beware some underground shenaniganry? I might. Oh, Varian's digging. There goes my 1 HP spear scout. My scouting spear, if you will. See how this does. Should be very clean, indeed it was. The Avenger. Oh my, retaliation. I believe you can put retaliating growths on a hero as well. Your troops rush. A group of winged creatures, but notice they neither attack nor retreat. We can block reduction for 1 turn for 33 stability. I'm interested. You could also get a Grimbeak Crow, but I don't think that's any good. The Art of War. Fantastic. This, of course, is a modded item. This might actually be better than the Life Drinker. Because it's just life steals. But I want her in the way. Think about that one. Ooh. Oh, they're low tier. It'll be fine. Or not. I'm debating doing the next series on high world threat. And I'm already suffering. Gravely. What to do. I don't believe you can, demon step on a water map. I don't think so. That wouldn't make too much sense, but you never know. The world is full of mysteries. We're facing Industrious, so this seems to be super fast forward. My poor little zealot. I mean, of all the things you could have taunted, was that really the wisest one? I don't know, Tim. I was right, you cannot demon step. You can teleport, though. It's fun. So let's say you teleport here. Smack a bitch. Sure. Let's hit that. If I stand here, tie that up, And then you... Ooh, I should have teleported here. Whatever, it's fine. Bring in our Zealot. Ceaseless Cacophony. I do want to do some fumble experience or shenanigans. Some science this time. Oh look, we got a fumble there. The Zealot's dead. That's okay. The Zealots exist to die, you know? It's their purpose. It's what they do. One down. Can you immobilize? We got one on the priest. That's pretty good. We have a retaliation, and it was a fumbled retaliation. Maybe there's something to this. What do I want to do here? Yeah, whatever. I can contra tentacle. Are you serious? Okay, sure. I didn't know I could make tentacles in the ocean. I know they changed quite a few of the summons to be able to summon stuff on water. Whereas, like, previously that didn't work. I still don't believe you can summon the Titan of Earth. So the Creator Tome summon, I don't think you can use that one. But I know, like, Elemental and Undead can now be used on water. I think. Quite possibly. I don't know, team. Lifesteal is pretty good. Although, gotta be honest, I will forever be upset that there is not greater lifesteal. I don't even know why I'm mad. Like, lifesteal is good enough. We don't need greater lifesteal. But the fact that you could make a greater lifesteal was just so fun. Poor Zealot. Ooh. A perfect item for the Empress. She can mend the wounds of her people. A wounds champion. Oh dear. That wasn't a part of this expansion, so... Was that a little spoilery? We found one of Moira's heroes. You seem to be chasing my hero, which I'm not interested in. Now, it would be a good idea to start clearing all this crap out. It would be. Where are we going? Who are we? What do you want? Oh, the Heart of Fear needs to produce. And it needs to expand. I want more water provinces. Let's see. We have one gold vein. I haven't decided quite what we're going to do yet. We could go Smithing Guild. We're blocked for one turn, but that's okay. You know what? If we're blocked for one turn, what I should do is not actually build anything. Ah? Using my brain here. So what I'll do is I'll grab this farm. Occupied. Is there an invisible camouflage unit there? And then next turn we'll go up a tier. It's perfect. You want. You pretty desperately need like anything. Especially anything resource related. Remember, we learned how important food is in the previous playthrough, which, let's be honest, that was kind of an obvious thing, but hey. The right of enduring duty and vassals gain allegiance. We could do that. We could also go Arcanium Mines. Wouldn't be bad. In fact, I think I am going to instantly go Arcane Artisans. I only have one mine down. What this does is it makes it so when you plop down a gold mine, you also get 10 mana from it. It looks like there's a lot of death happening. Nope. Betrayer. I'm sorry, did you just go up in relations? Huh. So we've declared rivalry. I'm even going to fabricate a grievance here. And the reason is very simple. The Klaxi. When... I think we have Under Bastion and Underhold. When the Empress went insane, the Klaxi are kind of like the priest caste, if you will, of the Manted. And they saw it as their duty to rid the Manted Empire of this insanity. I.e., rid the Manted Empire of the Empress. They went so far in their quest to do this that they, first of all, got outsiders involved in Manted Affair. Unacceptable. But second of all, they even had an Empress replacement ready. But she was too young and she wasn't strong enough to overthrow the Empress, so they overthrew the Empress to put her on the throne. A puppet! A fool! Her name was Shek'zeer. Clever, I know, right? Anyway, did I find a new one? Moira, the gargantuan brewmaster Ganesh of the umbral dwelling of Avalon, not to be confused with Avalon, ominously slinks from the shadows to address you with malicious attempts. Here's some gold. There is a hidden thing here. Oop. I love flying units. Wouldn't it be great if my entire faction could fly? Wait a minute. What does the Tranquility Pool give me, and how urgent should I be going for this? Oh, I should be going for that very quickly. Okay. I've been a fool. I don't care. Grab that and make our way over here, and then the Awakener will join this army. Is this the final player, or is this just Moira? I have located the Dark Forge. Okay. Now, because I pulled Moira kind of like out of thin air, I don't have an actual name for her city. Lol. I just named it Dark Forge because the dwarven capital is Ironforge, and they're the Dark Iron Dwarves. I know. You can praise my genius at any time. Let's go up tier. This will give us access to the tier 3 Awakeners in our capital city, which is all well and good. We can even build a gold mine here. The Dread Waste can annex. It deceives you into thinking you can annex into the Void, but you cannot. Unfortunately, there's something... Oh, there's an infestation over there. Oh, We'll grab a gold mine here as well. Again, that also gives us more mana because of the Arcane Artisans, which I was originally not sold on that trait at all. But I have been convinced. I have seen the error of my ways. Thank you all for your continued, and I am sure, eternal advice. Now we have gained another rank, and here's where things get a little complicated. The apex skill or the master skill, I guess they call it, for the Eldritch Sovereign is Tentacled Escape. And I have really mixed feelings on this. Basically, should the Eldritch Sovereign fall in combat, they will come back after that combat if you win, with 50% of their HP. It's basically a better version of Resurgence. But I feel like it's a waste to put a point to that. I do. So I'm going to go with the Mass Phantasmal Ritual. This is just an increase to our Phantasmal Ritual that we've had. This also gives us 10% additional magic damage. But the point of this is that when we're being assaulted by Varian Rin, or Yulon, I suppose, whoever comes after us first, and they have, 3 stacks all next to each other, we just drop that and do percentage-based damage and reduce the status effect of everything in the stack. All of the stacks. It hits all of them. It's a huge province and adjacent province ability. It is one of the most powerful effects the Eldritch Sovereign has, in my humble, personal opinion. But let's use another one. Oh, Blint, you're going to war with everybody. We are under attack, Shek'zeer. So the Calaxi have attacked Blint, and we are going to accept. This will give us 125 grievances, giving us major justification. War with the Calaxi. Friendship with Blint and Moira. So it looks like we may also be friends with Moira, which is hilarious. I'm evil now. Welcome to the war. Let's get an alliance right now before we... 2 turns we'll get an alliance. Wait. What was that? Oh, right. I wish this would just disappear if the resources or the conditions can never be met. You have an Astral Dew and a Fire Forge Stone. That's fine. I have to deal with this. Where did this even come from? Over here, okay. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to have this stack clear over to this cove, and I'm going to have these guys come back to beat this, because remember, the Toll of Seasons is coming. This has been a very chill episode so far. Well, okay, I take that back. It hasn't been a chill episode, but there hasn't been a lot going on. It's just been a lot of defending our territory, making our name known, looking for that 9th character. I would be shocked if anyone could guess who the 9th character is. So this is an interesting event. You receive troublesome word from Broodmaster Ushiziv of Vorsiwa. A hunger grows within the umbral thralls that requires sating. Yet this hunger is not driven by famine. They crave a bloodletting, a precious offering, given freely and willingly, that they may consume, taking delight in the destruction of something you hold dear, such as the way of the umbral abyss. Whatever you seek to gain from your covenant with Vorsiwa, umbral-dwelling customs expect a willing sacrifice, lest you antagonize them. So this is an event that occurs whenever you are currently on your way to an Eldritch Pact. I've never had this happen when you're in an Eldritch Pact, and you haven't fed them in a while. It might also just be something that's spontaneous. And what makes this event unique is that they will offer you one regular sacrifice. So we could give away one of our populations to the Heart of Fear, but it is sacrilege to sacrifice a Mantid. Now the Mantid can die, but their death must somehow empower and feed the Mantid Empire, not some squid-looking motherfucker. So, we're going to indulge in them. The second option, which is what makes this unique, they want you to declare on a vassal. Now, this is a vassal that we don't care about. I don't know why they think we do. Or, excuse me, this is for just a free city. And we shall declare on Gravelstrand. Where even are you? You are actually quite close. What if I just go take you over, though? So anyway, my point is, they often ask you to declare on free cities. Sometimes they'll even go for your vassals. So I would not have accepted if they asked for Dawnspear, because this place will soon be my vassal, but I will offer them Gravelstrand. That's fine. No big deal. The Punishers. Oh, yeah. Love the Halberd. Halberd's so good. Make sure I'm actually... Am I in the city tile? I don't want to be. I want to be standing next to the Empress. Okay. You're going here. We're killing this. Cool. You're going here. killing this. Cool. Told you, we're clearing them out. Ooh, the Titan Greaves. Titan Greaves are a great item. Unfortunately, I have tentacles. Now, the real question... The reason why I love the Punisher's Halberd so much is because it has Sentinel, or excuse me, it does not have Sentinel. It gives additional retaliation, and apparently grants first strike. So you can plop this character down and just swing, 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 swing. But it's worth noting, I have retaliating growth, so maybe I don't need this. I do, however, need killing momentum. I know that much. How are you guys doing on experience? Veteran, okay. We're getting to elite. We're on the way. Experience is slow. Slow down. You know? I like how I'm just running from Yulon. And now I'm running from Varian as well. Speaking of retaliating growth, there it is. Do we want a Constrictor? We can get working on it, sure. Okay, you need... What do you need? You have that. You have that. I don't think we need a quarry. Might be time to just start going into the water with you. An underground water. Like that. Look. Isn't it beautiful? I wouldn't mind the Masonic Hall. TBH. We're also going to keep making Awakener. Also, just kidding, we're making Zephyr Archers. I forgot that the person who's the governor here is Friend of Trolls. And they nerfed it, so you can now... Can you no longer get Swamp Trolls, or do you have to be tier 4 to get Swamp Trolls now? I think they replaced the Swamp Troll with the River Troll. You used to be able to get the tier 4 Swamp Troll, which was absolutely ridiculous. It was funny, but it was absolutely ridiculous. Once you go to tier 3, we can get the Zephyr Archer, which will play a rather significant role in our build, I think. Possibly. The Dark Ritual is ready. This will give us 200 knowledge instantly. This isn't that big of a deal. Fun little fact. Do you want some insider knowledge? This used to cost 3 thralls instead of 4. Yeah. Strength, Grand Empress Shek'zeer. What brings you to my war room? Do we befriend the meme lord himself? We might. We might befriend. It's next turn, right? Perfect. Blinty boy. Come, my friend. Together! 169. Nice. We shall. Killed them all. It's gonna be great. Wish you were healing a little more. I also need to put you in the stack. You get Evoker, right? Good. Okay. Right. Am I really gonna go Smithing Guild? A thick, unnatural mist is spreading from the swamp northeast of Corvus. An eerie silence engulfs the world outside the city gates. Reports of strange figures creeping in the shadows sow panic amongst your citizens, while the surrounding villages speak of people disappearing within the fog. How do you react to the horrors lurking within the mists, threatening the population of your city? I don't think Corvus... it's fine. I don't believe they can make tier 3 units, so... Really not that big of a deal. Finally put an end to that crap. So here is the bad. The Toll of Seasons. Was that autumn? Oh, that might have been autumn. I wasn't paying attention, I gotta be honest. I could boost that, but I don't think I want to. Just gonna make another Zephyr Archer. Yeah. Again, Q's not ideal, but do you want to befriend me, Moira? Moira's liking me. Moira's not hating me. Can I get a open border? I can't. You know what, Moira? If you're gonna befriend Blinty Boy, I'll befriend you. What's in here? Death. No, that's Moira. That's fine. Like I'm still running. My scout is still running. We'll top off over here. I can't. This also makes it so I can come help Corvus if need be. I don't think I'm going to need to, but you never know. And now it is, it's time for our second tier 2 tome. And there are a lot of options here. I had debated going Doom Herald for a while, because there's all, you know, we're doing the mind-breaking shenanigans and can cause despair and do morale bomb stuff. But I decided now is the time. If I'm not going to do it now, when am I ever? Also, Inquisition is so hard to resist because of what we're doing, but it'll be fine. It's time. Let the memes begin.
Be the fog that seeps into the mind, bringing confusion, making fingers numbed by uncertainty lose their grip. Be the malaise that creeps into thoughts, sowing the seeds of madness, of insanity in those who oppose you. Be the victor, standing over the gibbering mess that was once your enemy.
So this is the Tome of Mayhem, and I have never given this a proper chance. I believe I used it in one playthrough, kind of just like as a meme, adding it on top of the pile. But since then, it was buffed in 2 ways. First of all, Misfortune now only stacks to 3, but each stack of Misfortune is a 15% chance to fumble. And when you fumble, you take 8 physical damage. I don't know if this damage can be like reduced or negated. I'm assuming it cannot. I'm assuming it's unblockable physical damage. Otherwise, late game, you would take 0 from this. But even if that is the case, even if it can be blunked, you're here for the fumble. Because when an attack fumbles, you take a fraction of a damage. Like a sixth of the damage you were going to take. Or even less. Usually it's caused by low morale, but the real question here is going to be, can we stack Misfortune's fumble chance with the Ceaseless Cacophony fumble chance? I don't know the answer. But if we can, that will bring us to a 60% fumble chance to units that are standing directly adjacent to my racial units, which would be insane. So what we're going to do is we are going to lock the Mark of Misfortune, which, by the way, has a chance to inflict misfortune on skirmisher, ranged, battle mage, and support units, which is why I said the Zephyr Archer is going to be pretty important to our build. And we will grab the Curse of Misfortune, which is a spell. This works better when you can play or cast 2 spells in a turn, but hey. Daniel has declared war with Varian. That was a choice. And we are 9 turns away from the Pact of Vassalage with Dawn's Spear. Blint is sucking up to me because he knows. He knows who's superior. That's cool looking. I might take that just because it's cool looking. Are we playing Fashion Souls on my hero? I think we are. Screw this Dark Shield. Oh, yeah. This thing has tentacles inside of it. So this is the, oh, I don't remember what it's called. The Lasher. Lasher Sword and Shield. The starting item the new starting item for heroes. Legendary lords. Or, you know what I mean. When you're making a character, the thing from the Pantheon. But they added a bunch of those to the item forge so that you can make it so items look certain ways. It looks like Variant's keeping an eye on me with the Observer. The only unit in the game that cannot attack, by the way. Somehow it's a champion. Don't ask me how that happened. The only reason to have it in combat is so that it can mark things, but did the AI really do that? As the Mistwalkers lay siege to Corvus, an uncanny song creeps into the streets and homes of the Manted. Come, our children, come out to play. To Duatha we stride with glee. No last escape, no place to flee. The Duatha day on rainbows ends. Open their mouths, raise their hands. Forever you will stay. Stories of charmed people straying into the mist and disappearing spread as an evil rumor. Ere long, there may be no one left to defend. Unacceptable. Now, you can... Okay, this is going to have to wait. Every turn, a population will be stolen while they're besieging. That's what that song means, basically. And if you have, is it 8 Arcane or Astral? You can stop that from happening. I mean, the siege continues, of course. We'll see how the auto does. It was clean. Now I'm going to take this auto because of a reason. You have driven the Mistwalkers away from Corvus. Their remnants, following the trail of the terrible scourge of autumn, retreated into the dissipating mist. As the air slowly becomes clear again, a Fey fissure is revealed in the swamp. Without a doubt, this is where the Mistwalkers return to their realm of the Fey. There is little time left before the Fey fissure collapse. So we have 3 turns to enter the fissure, and if we do not, the Mistwalkers will return to raid another city on this realm after some type of recovery. I don't know if it's one of your cities, or if it's a random city from anybody. But the short and long of it is, they'll be back. That wasn't that good. I'll be back. You get the reference. Okay, we are leaving through Moira's land. I want to find this 9th person. I worked hard to make this 9th person. And I bet you'll love him. Or you won't. It's a reference. It's an old... I mean, how old was it? I don't even remember. The point is, it's a great character. It played a huge role in Pandaria. And in my opinion... Well, army leader. Battle mages, ranged, and skirmishers in the army have a chance to inflict marked... What? Where is this coming from? Is this from the Tome of Winds? Well, obviously I need defensive training. Is this the Tome of Winds? Huh. No? Is this new? Huh. That's weird, right? Anyway, at level 8 and 16, the Eldritch Sovereign gets to choose a signature skill. Of course, they get to choose a Forgotten Tome. Now, these Forgotten Tomes are very similar to the Forgotten Tomes used by the Lost Wizards, if you were one of the people that figured out how to obtain those previously. And basically, depending on the affinity you choose, you get one of 3 abilities that will then rotate every 4 turns. Now, these are thematic to the tome. So for example, in the Blint campaign, I went with the Forgotten Tome of Sorcery, which can give you the Cosmic Barrage, which, by the way, phenomenal ability. Infinite range, insane damage, 2 hex radius, just on your face bombardment. The Astral Storm, which is a 3-turn lingering effect that zaps random enemies. Then the Astral Rift, which allows you to summon an Astral Siphoner or an Astral Serpent in anywhere on the map. This is such a good tome. So far, it's the favorite one I've played with. But we're going to start off with the Forgotten Tome of Blessings. Now, no one should be surprised here. Am I? Yeah. That's what we'll do. None of these fit particularly well, but we're going to go with Blessings because of, the voice of the Empress or whatever. So this will give us a Renew, which is a map-wide heal for a single target. Oh, 1 hex radius plus 25. That's a pretty fat heal. We have Blessed Champion, which I believe is a spell from the tier 4 Tome of Exaltation, basically. For 3 turns, the target unit gains plus 3 strength and plus 3 bolstered defense and resistance and plus 15 temporary hit points. Okay, it's a worse version. And Blessed Judgment is an AoE, a 2 hex radius. Enemy units sustain damage and become condemned, while friendly units heal and gain Zeal until the end of combat. I wonder if they gain strength and if they already have Zeal. That's a stipulation that's often there. All things considered, I don't think the Forgotten Tome of Blessings is particularly good. But we have the option. I have another button to press if I need it. Now, if you do like your Forgotten Tome, by the way, Forgotten Tome of Shadows, incredible. I don't know if it beats out Astral, but it's a pretty good one. You can make it so that it will rotate 1 turn faster, because once you press the spell, you can't press it again until it rotates. So, this is actually quite good. But I think instead, grab Tin Awaken. We'll do some support stuff, I think. Dark Ritual is ready. We can just press the button. Look, I went through a turn. Do I do it again? I have exactly 4. I feel like I should save some. We'll save them. A free city declared on me. I usually consider others to be pawns, to be used as I see fit. But you, Grand Empress Shek'zeer, may well be more than that. Garrosh is ready to enter a state of diplomacy. Fascinating. So, this might actually be okay. So while I mentioned that... What have you done? Oh. I got excited really quick. I gave him Sinister Spy because I wanted him to go for Umbral Striders. But he's not doing... Maybe he's doing undead stuff? I'm not sure. When Garrosh basically absorbed the heart of Yashiraj, the Manted became loyal to him. And they protected him against the player. Of course, you slaughtered them all, but... The point is, befriending Garrosh would not be the worst thing I've ever done. But I think for now I'm going to let this ride. And we'll see how this all pans out. Why are there 2 warnings here? I don't know. Now there was... What is it, a bug? Is that... What would you call it, a bug? Oh, she caught me. Where... Excuse me. Where, I triggered the Toll of Seasons multiple times in one of my early campaigns, like in the pre-build. So I'm not sure if that's still possible, or if the Toll of Seasons is now officially a one and done. What we're going to do is, this is the Fey Fisher here. I am 1 tile short, good. Because I want to take only the worthy. It wouldn't hurt to have a stone spirit in this army. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take one of these stone spirits and give her one of these. A fair trade. Approaching the Fey Fissure, you can sense a dwindling presence of Fey magic. There is no doubt that the Fey Fissure leads the Fey Realm Duatha and to the remaining Mistwalkers. You must weigh your options. The Mistwalkers may still be numerous. They will be hard to surprise in their own erratic domain. You cannot shake off the feeling that following them without sufficiently large host would be suicide. Will you send your army into the Fey Fissure to pursue the Mistwalkers? Now we can, that's a risky battle now. Or you can siphon. You can basically steal all of the mana from the Fey Fissure and it will disappear. I believe this means the Mistwalkers will reappear once their cooldown has concluded. But we, as the Manted, the superior race, fear nothing. See what the auto does? Actually does pretty well. Well, I can do better. Every time I say I don't see the point in Tentacled Escape, and the combat immediately after I say that, I lose the Sovereign. It happens every time. Or, you know, the Sovereign gets really close to dying. But this is the realm of the Duatha Day, which is why I did not trigger, or, you know, I didn't do the fight myself. Because, I knew I didn't have to, you know, I knew we get to see it. So, the realm of the Duatha Day. What's going on here? Well, we have the effects of the Scourge of Autumn in effect. The effects of the Scourge of Autumn in effect. Good job. In full effect. Here he is. Isn't he beautiful? Each of the... There are 4 Scourges. This is the toll of seasons, so there's one representing each season. And the Scourge of Autumn deals lightning damage. Pretty hefty chance to stun with his attack as well. But he also gives this Presence of Gales, which gives everyone in his stack a Wind Barrier. A 60% resistance, dodge chance, against physical and ranged magical attacks. Kinda bullshit, if you ask me. For some reason, the Empress wasn't awakened. And last time I just, I lost her to recklessness, to folly. I was bold and I was brave. I did do this, though, and put madness on him, so some things are repeating themselves. Some. Now, the real question is, what do I do with this guy? I did have a pretty good play here where I plopped down this thing and I was able to constrict the Scourge, which did not work. I think I'm going to get this guy to go tie up the Thunderbird. Ranged assets can be powerful. Let's move that a little bit, shall we? It may seem alarming that I'm moving up so far, but do not be alarmed. Everything is... Wow, I can't believe that 5% was a grace. A beautiful chance here from the AI. Oof. Yep. The AI took the beautiful chance. We can plop down our new ability, which will heal us a little bit. We can also summon an Umbral Demon right here. And we get the Mistress, okay. We have Enchained the Mine, which will give her Insanity. Guaranteed Insanity, by the way. Now, I am in a little bit of a pickle here. Because half the team is dying. Let's roll a 50-50 on this. No. I'm going to just take the guaranteed damage here. Now, even though this person is insane, I still can't move, partially because I'm immobilized. And I think I'm going to spawn a tentacle. Here. That'll do. Alright. See what happens. This was such an incredible lineup for the AI. Now, the warrior is mad, which means that he is insane for the entire combat. And I believe he takes 7 physical damage at the end of the turn. 7-ish. This character is insane for 2 more turns. I need to get out of here. And I shot the mistress twice. So the insanity has already happened, which means I can enchain a new target. Not sure I want it to be you, though. That seems unwise. Sure, just send that out. Yeah, you're mad the entire time, so we're fine. We're chilling there. You are continuing to chase down these guys. You gotta slow. So even though this character is insane, they are still an enemy. This is worth noting. I think what we'll do is we'll get you out of here. Let's use lightning against the lightning variant, shall we? Now, we'll do some delirium shenanigans here. Make sure we do some damage if we can. Which we cannot. Another tentacle. I was kind of hoping this thing would be dead by now. Can't shank it. I'll spawn a tentacle here. So, technically, this guy's going to move here to attack this, and then the tentacle can hit it. Right? Makes sense to me. Chain that guy. Okay, let's see what happens. It looks like the Autumn Storm has slain my archer, which was unfortunate. Unfortunate and inevitable. Because of the effect that was up here. I don't know where it went. Oh, it disappeared because the guy died. Very cool. That means I can actually do damage now. Hey! Now they do have Mirror Veil. What is this? Oh, interesting. Mirror Veil makes it so that... Can you surrender yet? Here, we can use surrender to make him try and surrender. Try and make him surrender. Makes it so they reflect some of the elemental damage they deal back to, or we deal to them back to us. Somehow, we pulled that together, and I did somehow do better as well. You have driven the remaining Mistwalkers deeper into the Fey Realm. While the troops watch out for any ill-fated trickery, your attention is drawn to the tree shrine placed at the center of the settlement. At its heart rests an otherworldly relic, echoing the whispers of a distant entity as you come close enough to touch it. The relic radiates great power, but also menace. Screams of your troops alert you of the collapsing Fey fissure. Whatever you intend to do with the Fey relic, you must do it quickly. So we do get some Imperium for this, which is nice. And then we have a choice. We could disenchant it immediately, which will end the Toll of Seasons crisis, also giving us 1,500 Binding Essence, which is a lot of Binding Essence. I could break the relic to end the crisis, but that will also transform Gwendolyn into the Scourge of Autumn that we just fought. So she will no longer be a hero, but she will still be this unit. This is the fastest way to get one. Or we could steal the Wing of Luth. This would give us an additional 15% mana per turn, and we unlock a new siege project, and the Toll of Seasons enters into the next stage. Naturally, we're going to do that. My poor archer. I can't believe I still haven't found the 9th character. I'm going here to get the haste berries. And we're going to put a conduit on it. Because that way I can at least build the monolith. So that I can get more mana. Do we build the next Wizard's Tower for more Imperium? I mean, Imperium is not the problem right now. I do have quite a lot of Imperium at the moment. In fact, you could say I have too much Imperium. And that I should be... Oh. Team. It's all ogre now. Advanced Logistics. Advanced Logistics, the game is... Each campaign has 2 parts to it. Prior to obtaining Advanced Logistics, and after you have obtained Advanced Logistics. This lets you move around both your empire and the world so much smoother. This is the best thing ever added to this video game. And I don't know if it'll ever be topped. I love Advanced Logistics. We're also going to be grabbing Soil Tenders. This basically just doubles the amount of food we gain from farms so that we expand faster. Soil Tenders is another of those talents that I never really liked. Varian Cross, you don't care. I never really liked, but it's grown on me. A defensive pact between Yulon and Klaxi, the traitorous dogs. So, you don't like that I've traded grievances. I'm sorry. Oh, that was an insult. I'm not sorry. Fuck you. Sorry, I had to get back into my manted mode. Okay. So we have 11 turns until the Mistwalkers return to reclaim the Wing of Luth. And we have a few things we can do in that time. What we need to do, I need to clear this cove, and I need to go over here and clear this. Magistrate Ikor Moonborn of the Friesity Solaria looks at you, disgusted. How can you be so evil? How can you sleep whilst those before you cower in fear? I may not have a chance of defeating you, but I have a responsibility to all the people on this realm to stand up to you. May the combined forces of good bring your evil reign to an end. It looks like... Why is that background there? It looks like the Klaxi made a city and released it. Oh. I have an opening to Lion's Landing here. Interesting. Very interesting. You want a tango, Varian? Let them go. I should have dominated the penguin. Been funny. We're waiting one turn for the heal, and there she is, the 9th and final character. I rarely meet a powerful ruler like myself who knows that true power lies in strength. Prove your strength to me, and we may yet conquer this realm together. Everyone say hello to Jaina Proudmoore. During her emo phase, during the Jaina playthrough, this character was actually inspired by a comment I got recently on the Jaina playthrough, where it's like, this playthrough should be renamed Technically Jaina is Good. And well, I'll explain a little more after this. After ascending to Magehaven, Jaina would occasionally recall the loss of life that she was responsible for, both as a leader who failed to protect Theramore and an archmage who set out for revenge. During her reminiscing, she noticed a reality similar, yet different to her own. A reality in which the Shah of Pandaria were fully unleashed. A reality where she could wield their great power to purge the true Horde once and for all. While Jaina is technically a good person, can she really control the prime Shah of anger at the zenith of her hatred? A great question. For some reason, she went astral. Is that because you're a Pantheon character? Basically, I took Jaina from our Pantheon and remade her a little bit. She leads the Kirintor Offensive. This was the faction introduced in the Thunder Isles patch. And basically, Jaina led the Kirintor Offensive, and Dathramar, was that his name? Led the Sun Reavers, which was like the Horde equivalent. And these were the magical forces assaulting, the magical forces of each of the Alliance and the Horde assaulting the Thunder Isle to unravel the secrets of the Moku Empire, while there were high tensions against the Alliance and the Horde. And this was after Jaina threatened to commit genocide. Like, she almost drowned all of Orgrimmar in her rage, which is hilarious. So on that note, she leads our mystic, she is our mystic representative, and the summoning culture. I thought, Kirintor, they're summoning like elementals and stuff to do stuff for them. Thought we'll see how the AI does with it. She is mana addicts. I went for the whole power hungry thing. And ruthless raiders, again, because, well, she's here for vengeance. The reason why they're elves is because even though the Kirintor were largely humans, one of the other factions that were largely affected by the Horde's treachery, or specifically Garrosh's treachery, was the Silver Covenant. And I believe the Silver Covenant leader, Vanessa? I believe her husband Ronan died during the events of Pandaria. Maybe sometime after that? Don't remember exactly. Anywho, they have arcane focus, keen-sighted, and adaptable. I made her a militant warlord in the hopes that she would go demonic stuff, because, fun little fact, all of the Shah, every single Shah unit is labeled as elemental, except for the Shah of Anger, which is labeled as demon. I think that's just like a slight oversight, but I thought it was funny. A fun little reference to something nobody cares about. So she likes empires that are at war, she likes empires that start wars, she dislikes empires with a weaker military, she dislikes empires with a good relations with free cities. Her strategy is that she is driven by war, she will never surrender, and she seeks to exterminate, and she seeks to expand. We could be friends with Jaina. Even the Mantid can respect the bloodlust of a lesser being. Curse of Misfortune is in. Ooh, we could go Sow Confusion as well for a siege project. That could be fun. Although as it stands, I don't have enough siege project room, so let's grab siege specialization. That's our 9th character. The whole roster is here. More of them like me than I thought they would, I gotta be honest. And I don't know how to feel about that. We also, how far away are we from? 2 turns, fantastic. We are approaching Metropolitan Society territory. Do I just do another of these? We're so close. So, we need to start making an army here. We're working on it. But you know what I should have done? Whatever. There's another ritual that gives me draft. Garrosh would like a wizard's bond. I think I'm going to decline. Defensive pact between Moira and Varian. That's unfortunate. Well, I mean, it's expected, right? By the way, this little crown is called the Godir crown. May the fields be flooded with the blood of your enemies. I could see Jaina saying that. This is called the Godir crown, so I always give it to the Godir that have ascended. But to be fair, Kasesik also had the Godir crown. But, you know, he was the chosen. It's funny that the boats have more movement than the floating units now. Ooh. A pirate cove. This should be easy. Yeah. A Spoderlink, Shadow Step Boots. Huh. I think was that literally 2 tiles of range? Okay, we found Jaina. You can go auto-explore. So we can cast the Dark Knowledge Ritual. That will bring us 1 turn closer. And what I wanted to cast is this. The Mesmerizing Draft. This will make it so we get, is like plus 50 draft or something. We basically just start recruiting stuff faster. I did notice that I am being very rudely pillaged again from that haunted graveyard. I don't know where this is supposed to go. Stay here for now. Gwendolyn is level 8, and she's going to get Mass Rejuve? I mean, they did buff Rallying Blessing, right? I think. I'll get Rallying Blessing, sure. Maybe I'll make use of it. Maybe I won't. I still don't know where Coordinating Strike came from. Ignore zone of... Yeah, you can ignore zone of control, so I think that is a good thing for you. Shek'zeer. Should I get Tentacled Escape now that I've talked about it and shit-talked it and... No. Justified Wars, I don't care. A defensive pact is breaking between the Klaxi and Yulon. You would like me to capture that, well... I don't care about bounties. I don't know if I'm the only one, but I just don't give a shit about them. Also, it's very bizarre that I'm 44 turns in and do not have a wonder. That's very atypical of me. I'd love to go take this. What? Oh, damn it. Well, congratulations, team. We are officially at war with half the map. This could be record timing. Everyone has their limits, even those who aim for peace. Oh, is that just a diplomat thing? Yeah, she was called to war through Varian. Oh, well. So we have 8 turns until I have to come back. So I'm just going to keep going. Just going to keep on keeping on. And, I'm back. We could get favorable winds. Get this Mark of Misfortune going. Favorable winds would let me... I believe when you're on the water, it's a full reset. Or, the hell is my front line supposed to be? Huh. I didn't think about that. Bring out an archer. Really? Are we not friends? Oh, great. Alright, here's what we're going to do. We're going to build up a stack. It's going to defend that first. Come down here, grab the Trank Pool, and then defend against that, and then it will probably be time for the toll. Probably. We have 500 Imperium. You also need to produce. Also need to be producing. Get a priest. And a daylight spear, sure. Oh, you never got those little sheep. Alrighty, Metropolitan Society. This will increase all income by 10% for the Throne City and any cities that share it. And we'll also grab the Breastplate of the Champion, which is one of the best breastplates in the entire game. And of course, it's going to our champion. Who needs a new name? I'm trying to remember everything I know about the Akir. And it's not much, I gotta be honest. Yeah, I know. Uh-oh. Hey! Blinty boy! Blint. My boy. Alright, I won't kill you. This time, Blint is gonna be you and me. You and me against the world. Varian and you, Lana? Whoa. What? Okay. I mean, Varian may have started this war, but I don't think he has any interest in seeing it through. Speaking of war, Dawnspear, could you get your shit together, please? You look hideous. So one of the main reasons I'm okay with leaving Dawnspear is because they are very close to Klaxivess. So worst case scenario, they are our shield. I'm sorry, Garrosh. I saw it first. I'm not sorry. Oh, I don't have Soak Confusion yet. Whatever, we can headlong this. It's mine, Garrosh. Get over it, bad. They won't attack me, right? No, they're busy. Oh, hey, they popped out and popped back up. They left. They're like, no. Have I ever actually used a river troll? You know what? I'll make one. Later. Stability per research post and conduit. Really? Huh. You are now tier 3. Felicitacion. The Mark of Misfortune is ready. So now it's time to inflict misfortune. Makes base attack of the enchanted units inflict misfortune. It doesn't give me a like percentage chance or anything. Are we talking 60? 90? No, just... Okay. I don't know why I'm yawning so much. I apologize. But anyway, very enjoined with the Klaxi, which we knew he was a dick, so it doesn't really matter. We're about to vassalize a contested city. Sorry, Blint, but not sorry. Moonma. Is there another one? The gargantuan brood mistress of the umbral dwelling of Lurza. Team. I cannot sacrifice a mantid to a fucking squid thing. Where are you? How did I even meet you is the real question. How do I get here is the second question. This is an incredible spot. You build this here, you have the Abyssal Bastille, and then you have the chitinous growth. My scouts have done well, apparently. The map is too big. The map is large. And don't forget, if somehow I ever figure out how to get over to this person, I can destroy them, and that will also open up a sanctuary outpost. And once these guys get their crap together and join me... Oh, hey. Then I should have a lot more vision in the Umbral Abyss. And of course I can walk the Abyss freely. Oh, this is not Garrosh, excuse me. This is Daniel. Daniel. Am I really... I'm gonna do it, aren't I? I am. Wow, that's annoying. I wish I could kill this. My wish has been fulfilled. I'm going to do a smithing guild. I've decided. First of all, the smithing guild is the new thing, so I should just test out the new stuff. But secondly, it's most appropriate for the mantid. Do I just let her rip? Is that a 100% chance? Huh. It's very appropriate for the mantid. Honestly, do I just use this? Who were essentially just a giant swarm. That's terrifying. And pumped out units like mad. There was a fumble there, by the way. And I am going to use this. Haha. So interestingly, that does not inflict misfortune. Okay, fair enough. Probably be healing these guys next turn. That miss. But yeah, they're undead, so they're kind of counteracting the whole damage bit of this. But hey, fat fumbles. This is working in theory. And I believe there were changes to the calculation so that each attack is like calibrated. For multi-hits, each one will have to go through that check. It's pretty fun. Just throw a condemn at it, why not? Oh, right. I forgot. Always kill the necromancer. 90% shot here. There. I killed it. Like our former boss, I killed it. I started rewatching that, and then I just never finished it for some reason. 2 misfortune on a single the single attack. Interesting. Well, I mean, if nothing else, we learned that the misfortune is pretty good. I'd love to go Scholar's Guild. It would bring me nothing but great joy to go Scholar's Guild. Or Seafarer's Guild. But going Seafarer's Guild as the Manted makes literally 0 sense. Like, negative sense. Blink and Assassinate have appeared. Both exceptional choices. Actually, there's actually a lot of really good choices here, but we'll go with Assassinate, because I already have Demon Step. Look at how red my bar is. Look at it. I'm so red. No, I just want buffs. Time for another hero. You know what that means, team. How many of these bastards I have to reject? Ooh, Beloved. That sounds good, yeah. And you're an Akir as well. Good. Friendship between Blint and Jaina. Well, I'm thinking we might befriend Jaina. Don't remember what was the Blint that Jaina faced? I'm gonna make all of them just break themselves upon the Klaxivess. I am pleased to see that we share a friend in Blint the Underking. Honestly, it surprises me, Jaina. And of course, I can never do any of that for you. Do I need any of those? Haha! Jaina, my dear. Thank you. By trading me the Rainbow Clover, that gives us access to the Imperial Essence, which is arguably the most important of these to get in order to fund your Imperium so you can keep upgrading stuff. It all worked out. We're not using these garbage birds. Are you kidding me? What the hell happened here? Wait, what? He's gonna take this now. No, he's not. Okay. This is unfortunate, because I would have already had this if this wasn't interrupted. I must have clicked off of this, right? Like, moved and canceled the siege. That's annoying. That's really annoying. I'm annoyed. Deep breaths. It's okay. And And it's back to 40. A feeling of unsettledness creeps into the deep chambers of your wizard's tower, as an emissary of the Mistwalkers appears from a sudden waft of mist. I am Lurash the Sorceress, descendant of the great Raven Theric, and servant of the Duathardae. Our lords, she says, do not tolerate the loss of the gifts they gave. The Fae holds up a sheath with ornamental markings depicting the wings of Luth. Lucky for you, Shek'zeer, Fear Ascendant. The Duathardae are generous with their offerings. Lurash the Sorceress continues as she briefly shifts her face into a Scourge of Autumn visage. Return the Wing of Luth, and we will move our affairs to an empire that you suggest. Decline, and you summon the mists of Duatha. So you can return the Fey Relic. I'm not sure actually what this does. Like, do you lose... I'm assuming you lose the bonus income and the siege project. But you can tell them to attack one of these 3 empires. No. As funny as it would be to make you attack the Galaxy. Now I have to spend all this again. There's a lot of Daniel stuff over here. And I don't feel comfortable with it. I forgot there wasn't a shield unit for this culture. That's okay. That's why we make our own. The hero. That I can't afford right now. Oh, wait, hold on. Aha! I believe he was my own culture, so it doesn't matter that I... sold him a war mage. No, this needs to be a spear boy. Oh, right. You're a Siren. I can't look at you. You're gonna go with Beloved. You look slightly more presentable. You're the same level, right? Yeah. Okay. We're going to reset your skills. Summon animals, okay. I mean, the Manta did live alongside the beasts. Some of them they even controlled a little bit. Oh yeah, I have the Avenger. I wanted to try this. Or 10% magic damage. Or just take this spear. Take this. It's dangerous to go alone. Speaking of 10% magic damage, there you go. Congratulations. We have some thralls. Sure. Let's keep it pushing. Empire skills available. We have the Call of Chaos and Teleportation Mastery. I don't know if we're in the market for teleports. Jaina has a personal preference for your actions of empires that are at war. So there's a really funny scene, and I hope future Faye remembers to edit it in. But this is so appropriate because Jaina encourages Varian to dismantle the Horde.
Seize this moment, Varian. Dismantle the Horde.
Guardsmen!
Oh, it was such a good cutscene. And I was saying earlier, before I forgot, I was interrupted by something, that I feel like her story was never really properly concluded. Like her struggle with her insanity. Speaking of, a new city. Well, you're not long for this world. Oh, Garrosh is fighting is so funny. Her story was concluded, but the way in which it was concluded, I feel like wasn't great. Because she had this moment where she went over the edge. Like, Jaina was She was raised as like a gifted archmage. She went against her father, who wanted to kill all of the orcs because she was like, there's sapient humans, or, there's sentient beings like us. They deserve a chance. They're not all monsters. And, she sides with Thrall, and she's like a good character. And then she sees Arthas cull Strathalome, and she's like, I can't watch you do this, Arthas. I'm a good character. And then she takes over Theramore for her father who's dead, continuing on her duties because she's a good character. And then Garrosh bombs Theramore with literally a nuclear device. And she loses it. There is no more good character. She threatens to like she went straight off the deep end, and she was going to drown Orgrimmar, the capital of the Horde and the Orcs, in a tsunami that not even Thrall, a shaman, a master of the elements, could stop. Like, her command over magic was that great that he alone couldn't stop it. It ended up being stopped by Kalikos, her like boyfriend at the time, who also just happened to be the inheritor of Blue Dragonflight. So, he gotta have the skills to make it happen. And then after that, she was just full on against the Horde. She killed all of the Horde in Dalaran. Or most of them anyway. Do I want the magic one? I don't really want either of them. She wiped them out. The culling of Dalaran. No. Purging. The purging of Dalaran is what it was called. And the reason she did that is because she reluctantly worked. Experience Lady is probably pretty good, huh? Reluctantly worked with the Horde. And they used this neutral Dalaran that she didn't even want in the first place to transport an ancient relic to Orgrimmar. And she was like, see, you can't trust them, fuck them. And killed them all. I need to look at that in a second. Because I'm still on my rant. And then killed them all. And SPS grant money. Cool. I got distracted by the tomes. Anyway, the long and short of it is that after she went insane and did all that stuff in Pandaria that was like borderline evil, she just disappeared. Like, when the Archmages, the Council of Six, decided that that the Horde would welcome back in Dalaran, she's like, no, this is a mistake. Fuck this, I'm out. And she's gone. She disappeared for like a whole expansion or two. And then she magically reappears and her story gets concluded in Kirin Tor, where she becomes the new Admiral. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, Tier 3 tomes. Rant over. At the Tier 3 tomes, there are 2 new tomes, and we will be getting both of them. In the Blint playthrough, I only got the Tome of Corruption. This is the one that's all about embracing the Umbral Demon shenaniganry, and does bring with it the new major racial transformation. So we will be getting this. Can I fund the transformation? I can, actually, if I wanted to. So we will get this first. But I am getting the other one. Don't worry.
Embrace the corruption within. Those who fear and deny it are blinded, but you will see clearly. The gloom of the abyss shall not frighten, but empower you. Become the mirror that reveals the void in the hearts of the ignorant. Take everything they have and show them Urath's greatest truth, that there is corruption in everything and everyone.
Replace Urath with Yasharaj or any of the old gods, whichever one you prefer. And there you have it. The Gloomstrider. Do we lock Umbral Mistress? Why not? That also, of course, gives us the Bind Golden Wonder. Now, one of the main reasons why I didn't go with the other one first, even though we will be getting the other one and I want to show it off, is because the main feature for the Tome of Cleansing Flame is the Pyre Templar, who is probably like one of the best units in the game. I love this thing. But I have to have tier 4 town halls to get him, because he's a tier 4 unit, and that's the new rule set. And I'm pretty sure I don't have a single one of those yet. So I'll get this, and then we'll get the Pyro Templar. I actually could have done it, huh? Because it would have taken me 6 turns to research him anyway, and then I just get this here, and then blah 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 blah. We're all good. Oh, whatever. It's fine. I think we need to build another city. And I mean, Dawn Spear is perfect. Be a good spot. I have received troublesome word from Broodmaster Ushaziv of Vorsewa that a hunger. See, now they want me to declare war on my vassal. That's unfortunate. Now, I could offer nothing, but that would upset them. Do I care? Not really, no. I'm not offering a Mantid, and I'm not declaring war on that vassal, who is my strategic wall against the Galaxy. You're just gonna have to deal with it, bud. I am gonna build the next Wizard Tower. More Imperium. More. What am I missing? Why is none of this boosted? Oh, the Solar Nexus can't be boosted. Waris. Really? Wari. Okay. What do you need? A Forester. Oh, yeah, I still don't have a single Forester here, don't I? That's right. I need to start clearing this crap out too. What is the insectoid? It looks okay. Human and elfkin constrictors are the best. They look so good. I'm totally not a simp. They just look so good, you know. Corvus can expand. We are being invaded. Unfortunately. Forester. I might make Corvus a Seafarers Guild. I might do that. That sounds fun. Rivalry. Between Blint and Daniel. Really? Make sure we have enough Sun Priests going around. Yulon is prime good. Pure good, excuse me. I'm never not going to call it prime. Which is perfect. That is... The thing with Yulon. Yulon is so good. So purely good. Fine. That she makes the game's good characters look neutral. That's how good she is. Now, you may be wondering, how is it possible to be that good? I have an answer for you. I think this is an infestation or a character to slaughter. I believe if I stand in the domain when it's turning, I'll get a tick of healing. I really hope. And the thing is, it's not that she is the annoying, like, lawful, quintessential paladin good that everyone hates. Well, you know, not everyone, but that I hate. I think that's just so boring. Yulon is the quintessence of natural goodness. And so it makes perfect sense that she's prime good. Like, she exists to better the world, Pandaria, and all of its people. It's almost impressive, honestly. Also, I'm about to be Mistwalkered. And I probably should come back for that. I did not get a tick of healing. And I have met yet another one. Is this the one I'm going to? I don't know. All I know is I'm not sacrificing manted flesh. The days of sacrifice are over. When our people suffered at the foul hands of our creators. No more! I have 6 farms. What the fuck? Are any of these quarries? There. That'll do. I mean, it is a 2-turn pop gain, which is fun. Did I not get this? I meant to. There we go. No economic penalties from me. Okay, so who needs to go back to deal with this? Oh, there's a city down there. You're getting bigger. You're leaving and returning with more. Do I think that my new friend can handle this? Where even are you? Over here? I think so. Actually, I'm not sure. Usually it's a pretty big... It's a big stack with a lot of things in it. Okay, you're making your River Troll. Fair enough. You do that. You're making an Awakener. Fair enough. Keep making more. You're making a High Priest. Fair enough. Give me a spare. Should I take that back? Give me one of them. In fact, I take that back. Give me 2 of them. Yeah. Okay. I don't want to wait and heal. There's a Silver Tongue. I have a Silver Tongue. Could have 2 Silver Tongues. There's an Archon Blood. Alright, there's Lion's Landing right here. That's right. Yeah. Huh. We'll all be. I think our units can handle it just fine. We'll have the Empress come scout this out. Make sure you're standing in our territory. Make sure you're healing up. All's well. All's well that ends well. Oh. A fish farm starved out. Wow, team. Who could have seen that coming? Dawn Spear, I'm going to need you to keep on keeping on, okay? I don't know where this food's going to go, but I'll take some. Shek'zeer. Strengthen your army. That'll do. I think that the Eldritch Sovereign has such good talents. Like, there's so much you want with her. Sentinel? Yes, please. That's like 4 retaliations with the Punisher's Halberd. So good. Sure, you want to resist fire? That'll overcome your natural weakness to fire. Varian has withdrawn to the Astral Void. I wonder who he's fighting. Oh, well, you're fighting Yulon. Garrosh has withdrawn to the Astral Void. Well done, Jaina. Well done. Well done. I am being pillaged, but I have an army approaching. And I am no longer the racekeeper of the Toads Craftsman. Who fucking asked? But on that note, we're on turn 50, and I think this is a great place to call it for today. Thank you all for watching. I hope that you enjoyed. Thank you to the patrons and the channel members who support the channel. I greatly appreciate you. If you'd like to stay up and have a channel, feel free to join the Discord description down below. And I will see you next time as war spreads across Pandaria. Just as planned.